Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ERO PS F2. You join us at the Hungarian Grand Prix at the Hungaroring, 20 kilometers north of Budapest. And as you can all see, we see rainfall. This can only mean carnage. So I'm pretty sure we're going to expect a very nice race here. We've got 13 drivers on the grid. Not too many, but however, that can still mean good things can happen. It doesn't mean it will be a bad race. The championship is, or this race is crucial for the championship, as we have Jericho Balgos in P2 hunting down Vilzu. Jericho is 39 points behind the Ferrari driver in P1. So let's just say hypothetically, if Jericho wins and Vilzu DNFs, God forbid if he does, if he DNFs, then the title race will be blown wide open. It is round 12 of 17, so we are in the closing stages of the championship. Therefore this race is important to see no DNFs from anyone. Pretty much if 3 people DNF, then everyone just has to finish the race. That's we see Liam corner cutting there, but we'll ignore that. Everyone on the intermediate compound of tyres. Let me set everything up, as Liam is way ahead of the pack. Last race out in Singapore, we did have a full wet qualifying, and we saw Liam do a good job unexpectedly. So let's see if his rain performances can keep up. I need to check if I'm speaking too loud, or can you hear the cars? That should seem fine enough. But we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go on board with Liam. Going to take us through a lap of the Hungaroring, albeit in the interconditions, but heading down into turn 1, braking on the left of the curb. Takes a bit of a wide entry, but that will allow him for a good exit. Don't really want to be touching the curb on the outside. Now that right there was not a corner. This is turn 2 in the Hungaroring, a nice hairpin, but Liam, well, it's the first lap, so they're going to have to take it cautiously. Now through turn 3, dreadful corner in the wet. This is F2, so it is line only. Liam coming across to turn 4, the sweeping left-hander, want to be ideally cutting the apex, but he does invalidate. Let's see if he carries on the lap. I think he is. Through turn 5, having a bit of a moment there. Now through 6 and 7, the chicane. Want to be clipping apexes, but Liam has clipped more than that. Coming into turn 8, left-hander, and turn 9. These 2 corners are really bad on this game. If you get on the curves wrong, it's Liam nearly has a moment there. As I was gone for a bit. Wait. As I am back now. Liam coming through the last corner now. It's not going to be a very good lap time, as there was many mistakes, but he's going to go again. So that was, I guess that was your track guide. We have a McLaren coming up of Bo, who's did he lose it there? Yeah. Don't know what's happened there. We've got an Alfa Romeo coming up. It is Robson, and they're starting his lap. Susie coming across the line to set the first lap, surely. A 128.0, then a Mercedes of Jericho Balgos sets a 126.7. Now we have a Red Bull of Marty going a 126.4. Then Cameron Don coming across the line with a 127.2. Then we have the McLaren of Captain Emery, who hasn't raced an F2 in a while actually. Let me get that up. Captain Emery coming down to the finish line. It's a 27.3. Then we have a Red Bull of Neil Shendrick, who goes 10 seconds slower, and then a Ferrari of Vilzu, who is 900ths behind Marty in P2. Now we have Libano coming through the final sec. That's a bit of a moment there. He's not on a lap. Great. The McLaren of Bo van der Berg, who isn't on a lap. I think Jaro Snoken is not on a lap also. So a lot of people having mistakes, it seems, or just general outlap. But I think they're mostly mistakes. There's now Robson coming across the line with a 1:28.0. We have a Mercedes in the pit lane. Oh, Neil Shendrick has a moment there. Neil is only 2/10 up on his time, so he must find all those seconds back in the third sector, it seems. Taking a nice tight line through the final corner, tricky on the traction if you go tight like that, but he seems to have done that okay. Across the line for a 1:27.7 in P6. We have Libanow on an invalidated lap. Susie, who I believe is, yep, he's on an outlap. Or in-lap, sorry. Outlap, I mean. What am I talking about? Robson on an invalidated lap. Marty is on a lap and he is marginally up on his time. What can the Bulgarian driver do here through the middle sector? Can he extend his gap in the Red Bull, the F2 reserve he is? Coming down, he is 3.3 tenths up. Coming through the final sector now. Another hairpin with those deathly grey curves on the inside. If you take too much of them, you are definitely spinning around, so you want to avoid it at all costs. But you do want to get close to them to get to the apex speed. Marty coming across the last corner now has a bit of a snap, but he shouldn't have lost too much time, and he extends his gap with a 1:26.007, 5/10 clear. So Marty is on the pace here at the Hungaroring. We have both Aston Martins on an outlap, and we have Neil Shendrick going into the pits. There is a Ferrari of Libanow. Libanow is on a lap. So we get a nice camera angle there. For once in this game. I think we're getting some nice camera angles here. Libanow full throttle out the last corner. He wasn't on a lap. Okay, great. I think we have Susie on a lap. Theo Smith rounding the last corner. Is he on a lap? Yes, he is. Through the last hairpin now. As the track does seem to be improving, so... Oh, Theo Smith goes P2. So I'm guessing the track is definitely improving. As Liam is starting his lap now. Marty getting out of the way. Bo is on an outlap. So next it should be the Ferrari boys. Vilzu behind Libanow is on an outlap. I think Libanow is on a lap, so what can he do? Oh, is ERO Snowken Otto going provisional pole position with the 1:25.7? I completely missed that. That's a good showing from the ERO team driver. Libanow coming across the last corner now. It's P4 for Adam Hertos. It is... I missed the lap time, it was a 1:20 something. Vilzu is starting his lap now. The man from Finland, the man who is leading, or who has been leading the championship for a very, very long time. Will he fall under pressure in the Hungarian Grand Prix? This looks kind of tidy now. What will it be in the first sector split? He is 2.5 tenths up, flying through turn 4. Now into turn 5. This track just flows so well in the first sector until you get to the second sector where it's absolutely dreadful. But Vilzu now taking a nice line through the chicane, opting to go for a bit of a tight entry. Normally you'd see the car's two wheels alongside to the right of the curb as Bo van den Berg goes P1 with a 125.3. Snowcon retakes his provisional pole with a 125.3 also. What can Vilzu do to respond to this? He's going to see the leaderboards lighting up. I think I missed Vilzu's sector 2 time. What can he do through the last hairpin? You usually gain some time here. He's very cautious on the throttle as you have oversteer now. Vilzu straight down to the line. It's 125.3. Again, we have 3 drivers on 25.3s. Vilzu takes provisional pole position. We are yet to see a response from the Mercedes boys, who have retaken the lead of the Constructors' Championship in Singapore. Jericho Balgos is a full second up. I think that is Liam Cross rounding the last corner. Liam goes P4 with a 25.7. Jericho Balgos coming through. Oh, Jericho's got a huge moment. A huge moment from the ERO team driver also. And that has compromised his lap. I think he would have been on pole there. But I guess we won't know now, as Marty is starting his lap. We see Bo coming across the line now to start his lap, I believe. And there was a Haas there of ERO Crystal, Jean Goring, the man who won the PS F2 race moments before this one. Now we have Cameron Dunn coming across the line to start a competitive lap. They need to get some lap times in, the 2 Mercedes boys, but they have time. Captain Emre goes up with a 125.9 to P7, and the Ferrari of Vilzu starting a lap. You'd normally see this with the intermediates. They last quite a while in quali, so you could just fuel up the car for a long while. One hot lap, one recharge, one hot lap, one recharge lap. You will see that happening. As not sure if Susie was impeded there. I don't think he was on a lap, but I don't know if he was. I think Jericho has encountered a bit of traffic. He is not going to finish the lap because he did spin on the one before. We have a Red Bull of Neil Shendrick, who is starting his lap. Marty has gone provisional pole position with a 24.8. The times are tumbling down. What can Robson do? Robson goes up to P9. Captain Emery has been given a... oh no, that's not good. Bo? Yeah, Bo's on provisional pole. Don't know why I was questioning that. Bo has gone up. Now what can Cameron Dunn do? Cameron goes P3 with a 125.0. That's more like it from the Mercedes boys. As I've just realised, we do have a lot of ERO drivers in this lobby. Oh, I was taking a sip of my drink and I've missed Prime Vilzu going provisional pole position, even with a collision of some sorts with the McLaren in the middle sector. That'll be interesting to see. Neil Shendrick does not have a front wing. Marty is up on his time. The F2 reserve, Martin Ivanov, where can he go, as the times, like I said, will just keep tumbling down because of the track is getting more grippy in the wet conditions. It doesn't look like it's raining though, but still wet on track. Marty goes with the 124.5, I beg your pardon, nearly a whole tenth up on provisional pole position. This is going to be a very interesting shootout for pole position in the Hungaroring. Who is next? That looks like it's a Mercedes on Cameron's in lap, possibly, yeah. Libano seems to be on a lap. Libano is a whole second up. So I was AFK for a moment, but I did see Libino going up to P4, the Slovakian man in the Ferrari. Looking good. Now Jericho is starting his, what might be his final lap if he gets it all right now. Jericho Balgos going into turn 1. We're going to ride on board for most or probably all of the lap. Jericho has a bit of oversteer, short shift to counteract it. He did control it pretty well now going through turn 2. Tricky corner, easy to lock up, but Jericho, the experienced driver he is, takes that no problem. Through turn 3 now, taking a bit of the curb, which does lose you a bit of time because it does bottom you out slightly. Now into turn 4, cuts it very nicely, gets some good exit speed as well. Now into turn 5, takes that nicely as well in 5th gear. Through 6 and 7, the chicane easy to get wrong. Jericho doesn't, as expected. Now 2 wheels off the track to get more entry speed. 2 cars off track there, getting out of the way of Jericho's Mercedes there. Now through the swooping right hander, no need to use the brakes, but maybe in the wet conditions. Jericho is 1.7 seconds up. That currently isn't enough time. Hopefully he can find that all in the 3rd sector. Jericho now in the penultimate hairpin. Penultimate corner going through now. This looks like a relatively clean lap. Well, it put him last corner. Now he has a bit of a snap. Jericho down straight to the line. What's it going to be? It is provisional pole position by the Northern Irishman, a 1:24.2. Now what will the others do to respond to that? We have a whole load of cars in the 3rd sector here. I think they are all on outlaps though. There are so many contenders for pole position. Oh, someone's gone there. Oh, what was that? I'm on the wrong car. I think the Red Bull was... Something's happened there. Don't know what on earth happened there. Marty is on an outlap. Oh, someone's gone. Neil Shendrick has hit the barriers on the exit of turn 1 pretty late on. Jericho's going for another lap and he is 2/10 up. Okay, this is interesting. With no ERS as well. This is very interesting. I did not know he was going to go for another lap. He can definitely find some time in the last corner if he gets it right. It looks like he does. There's no snaps so far. His Mercedes is glued to the ground with a bit of a snap on the exit, but that won't matter too much. Jericho Balgos extends his gap to a 1:23.7 on provisional pole position by 0.8 of a second. Now I'm expecting that to get closer as Susie with a 1:24.0 as a Ferrari coming in of Libenow, who does improve but doesn't move up any positions. As a Aston Martin coming across the line. That is Otto. Otto goes with a 1:23.6 provisional pole position by the Swedishman. Saw Susie moving up there. No, who was it? Robson, I beg your pardon. There's another Aston Martin. Oh, Bo van der Berg, the Belgian or Dutchman. Dutchman, I got that wrong. That's a terrible mistake. But the Dutchman goes provisional pole with a 1:23.3. There's a Haas in the last sector there. Crystal stays in P10. And that's qualifying over. Bo van der Berg. Oh, I missed Vilzu going P2. That is qualifying over at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Bo van der Berg takes pole position by 0.2 of a second. Wow. I did not expect Bo to be on pole position, but here we are. This is going to line up for an interesting race. I actually don't know if it's dry or wet in the race. Okay, so the Dutchman on pole in Hungary with a 1:23.2 oh god, 1:23.3. Then comes Prime Vilzu on the first row of the grid. The championship leader is higher than Jericho Balgos. Then comes his Scandinavian partner Otto in P3, followed by Jericho Balgos and Cameron Don, the 2 Northern Irishmen in the Mercedes. Then comes Marty, followed by Libeno, Robson, Susie and Crystal rounding out the top 10. Then comes Liam what will be Neil Shendrick, and then Captain Emery rounding off the 13-man grid here in Hungaroring for the F2 race. This is going to be a spicy one for the championship. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be good. It's a sunny Hungary, and I don't know what in the hell the pit crew are doing of each team. They are doing some sort of mannequin challenge here. What on earth are they doing? This is a great game made by EA Sports. Absolutely fantastic. I do want to check the race director, but last time I did that I couldn't get out of it. I want to check it. This is a track where the strategy, unlike most tracks, you can start on the mediums and you can gain a massive advantage on the medium tyres compared to the hards, but they do have similar tyre life, so it's going to be a very interesting one on strategy. If I was at the front, in contrary to what I did, I'd start on mediums now that I know that the mediums are insanely quick in the Hungaroring. The lights are going. 5 red lights. The Hungarian Grand Prix is underway with a quick lights out that has caught Bo off. Now Vilzu going into P1. Bo has dropped down massively. It is 3 wide between Otto, Jericho and Bo. They're going to go 3 wide. Jericho gets to the inside line. Otto gets squeezed. Bo gets forced off track. Jericho goes through. Otto's had a bit of a snap. Cameron Don flies through as well. They're still side by side further behind. Oh, Marty going for the inside. Liam Cross just watching behind. That is a relatively clean start. They're going side by side through turn 4. Liam and Marty, they make it out alive. Otto and Marty, I'm sorry about that. They're still going side by side now. Marty's looking to squeeze him off. There's going to be side by side action further up ahead. Jericho is in P2. Vilzu is in P1. This is pretty much the story of every F2 race so far we've had. But it hasn't been easy for them. Now no one looking side by side. I can check the tyres. Someone's gone off. That is Neil Shendrick. Most of the people on hards except Bo, who did get pole and he is on mediums, but he just didn't get that good start. He got caught off guard by the lights going out quick. That's going to make it hard for Cameron to catch up and keep up with him. Crystal overtaking Libano, it seems. Round the outside of the last corner. That's audacious. But he gets the move done, it seems. But Libano's not going to give that one up. Libano and Crystal. Libano's going to go around the outside of turn 1 if Crystal doesn't shut him off. But yes, he does. That's smartly done by the German in the Haas. Now I can get the telemetries up. Now, oh, that might have been a warning for Marty there, but Bo is getting very close to Jericho as Bo is on the mediums. This is going to cause problems for the Mercedes man and possibly the Ferrari driver if Bo gets past. Neil Shendrick he's probably retiring. Yeah, unlucky race for him. Bo just has much more grip than Jericho. Jericho obviously on the hards, Bo on the mediums. Whole grid, it seems, in a DRS train. That's nice to see, as DRS will get activated this lap. Is Bo going to make a move down into turn 1? He looks for it, then tucks back in. Might have seen some team orders here by Aston Martin to let the man on the softer compound of tyre through. Captain Emery makes a move on Libano, as Libano has dropped off the pack. Bo still on the back of Jericho's car. Vilzu conserving his ERS. Still nothing more yet to happen as Liam goes very wide. All the gaps are stable. Liam setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. I wanted to check position changes. Liam making a move on Marty. Liam has a bit of a snap of oversteer. That was a terrible camera angle. It's already down there. But Liam makes the move stick. The biggest gainer of the race so far is Liam, up 6 positions into P5 he goes. Next car for him is Cameron Dunn. Bo from pole position dropping down 2 positions. Vilzu looks like he is controlling the race. Now Snowcone looking all over the back of the Red Bull rear wing. Snowcone, he is eyeing up a move here on the Red Bull. Looks like the Red Bull gets the better exit out of the last corner, so no move will happen so far. Will there be any action up front? Bo going for a dive bomb. He had to pull out of that one, otherwise that would have been chaotic there. As there has been a gap forming between Cameron and Bo, possibly out of the DRS by the end of the lap. That will allow Liam Cross to make his move, if he chooses to. Bo all over the back of that Mercedes rear wing. Jericho just will not let him past. As he should. It's his race, he knows what he's doing. Oh, someone's gone off there, someone's had a moment. Cameron Dunn that it was. That allows Liam to slip through. And now Marty all over the back of Cameron. I think we're going to see a move here. If Marty chooses to go for it, he turns off the ERS, so he doesn't want to go for it. There's further action behind. Crystal eyeing up his ERO teammate Otto. We are very close here. Crystal on the medium tyres. Crystal's going to go for the move. Down the inside of Otto. Brakes later than the Swedishman. Otto gets switched back but doesn't really. Jean Gory makes a beautiful move into turn 1. What can Otto do? I know there will be a response sooner rather than later. The gaps at the front not really changing. Top 3 are very close and Liam looks to be joining in on that. There's been a move further down. Otto's probably or maybe made a mistake there, allowing Captain Emery to go through. Yeah, Otto's made a terrible mistake somewhere through the S's. Oh my god, Marty has nearly destroyed Cameron's rear wing and gets on the exit now. That allows Crystal to stick his nose in, going down the inside of the penultimate corner, going to be turned around the outside for the last corner. Crystal does get the DRS, but so does Marty. Marty's hanging it down, but Jean Goring is on the move. Crystal looking to go around the outside of turn 1. Marty not using ERS. He has turned it off and he has decided to let Sean through, or has he? Marty's still with his front wing in there, but Jean gets the move done and dusted. Crystal does go wide through turn 4, but the Hungaroring does have the nickname Monaco without walls for a reason. It is incredibly tight around here, as there's no brake marker board there. Someone's taken that one out. Oh, is Bo's made a mistake somewhere, or there might have been a collision. I've missed that. There possibly may have been a collision between Liam Cross and Bo, or Bo might have spun by himself. I do not know what has happened, but that has now promoted Liam Cross into P3. I don't know if there was a collision or not. Let's hope there wasn't, but Vilzu just has so much more ERS than everyone else. He may be running a bit lower wings than everyone, I'm not too sure, but he is looking good on the straights, but he was using. It is an ERO 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 8 and 10 kind of. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of drivers in the F2 involved within the team ERO. But we have, interestingly, we've got 2 hard runners: medium, hard, medium, hard, medium, hard, hard. Medium is the top 10. That is a bit weird. We've got a bit of a pattern starting to form. That's a great camera angle. Bloody hell. Let's see if Marty tries it on Crystal. Don't think he will. I think he's just happy to harvest his battery. Save it up. Otto gets the first time penalty of the day. I'm sure he won't be the last. Those track limits are kind of tricky in this track. I think we've reached the stalemate part of the race. Nothing much going on. There's nothing much to commentate on really, as nothing is going on, I guess. Vilsu's still controlling the race. Has led every lap so far. Cameron Don's still trying to catch up to Liam, but is still out of that DRS range. Would be kind of good to have a co-commentator so I could just have a chat about, I don't know, just something. But still fine by me. So the closest gap right now does seem to be Crystal on Cameron Dunn. Both on similar ERS. Oh, we had a nice helicopter view. Yeah, we have it again. Beautiful stuff. I mean, this track is really tight. Here from here, there's pretty much nowhere to overtake apart from turn 1, 2. Turn 1, 2, that's pretty much it. Maybe turn 12. Yeah, I'd say turn 1, 2 and 12 is the best overtaking opportunity. We've seen Jericho Balgos. He has been saving up that battery, and he has done it to a very good extent to have pretty much the same ERS as Vilzu. Let's check the top speeds. Vilzu reaching 179 miles an hour. Jericho, I saw 184 somewhere. As Crystal has not spun, he's boxed. Crystal looking for the undercut. And with a grid like this where there's only 12 drivers, that can work very well as he's just in pure clean air. Crystal got onto mediums. He's doing a 2-stop. Not whoa, that might have been a dangerous pit exit. Not dangerous, he might cut the line there, but a 2-stop in this game is a very rare sight. I don't know what's happened to Liam. Liam's just fallen off. His pace has just fallen off, or he might have made a mistake somewhere. That has allowed Cameron to catch up. I think the mediums are falling off now. Cameron should be looking to get the move done. I think Cameron is gaining and gaining, but he's not using that ERS, so I don't think he wants to get the move done this lap. He is happy to wait. Oh, I completely missed that, my bad. Cameron is going for a move. I did not see that coming. Cameron bumped drafting Liam through. He's going to go around the outside, possibly, of turn 4. He thinks better of it. But maybe through turn 5. He's looking like he wants to go side by side through the middle sector. Now, through 6 and 7, will he dive it down the inside? No, he won't. Sensible move to stick behind. Liam clearly didn't think the same, as now Cameron's going to go down the inside. And Marty now is joining in on the fight. This is going to be a 3-way fight through the middle sector. This is not what you want to do in the Hungaroring. But I think they've been left with no choice as Cameron gets so close to the back of Liam's car. Lucky not to make contact. Cameron dive bombs it down the inside. He wasn't far enough alongside. So Liam takes the corner normally. This is going to be a good fight. Liam goes a bit wide. Now through the final corner, Liam's tyres are dropping off a cliff now. As Marty put his nose there, I did not see that. Now this allows Snowcon to come through. Liam defending the move down the inside, trying to defend off Snowcon as well. Whew, I need to breathe here. Marty going to go down the inside. Oh, that's a late defensive move, and Cameron swiped Marty. That was a very late defensive move from Cameron Dunn. Stewards should be looking at that after the race. That was oh so close now. And how the tables have turned is Vilzu now on the lesser side of the ERS deployment. Marty been dropping down to P9. I'm definitely sure I'm going to see that in the reports channel after the race. This race just got a whole lot more intense as we are reaching the pit window for the medium compound. Oh, big snap from Otto's Aston Martin. Cameron gonna go for a move on Liam, maybe not this lap. He might do what he did the other lap and go for a move unexpectedly on the second part of the straight on the run down to turn 2. He is gonna do that. He's figured out his battle plan now. Liam forcing him off onto the grass here. In my opinion, that's legal because it wasn't too severe. It wasn't too late either. Now Cameron gonna go for a move around the outside of turn 4. Not gonna happen. Liam makes sure of that. Bit of contact there. Liam on the defensive game within all his rights to. And Cameron, this is gonna be a test of patience for the Northern Irishman, who is losing time to the front 2. This is allowing Otto to come back up now as well. Otto's going to see the blinking light of the Mercedes. Cameron's not going to care too much as he's going to still be hunting down Liam for P3. This is getting intense by the moment. I think Liam's going to take a pit entry. No, he's not actually. Liam wants to take the tyres long. Could be a good idea in all fairness, as Captain Emery has decided to box to maybe get the undercut now. Cameron is using his ERS. He's definitely sizing up a move. Is it left or right? It's right. Down the inside. Liam goes to the right as well. And they're going side by side. Liam outbreaks himself slightly. And Cameron's lost it. Cameron has binned it. What is he doing? Cameron has absolutely binned it. He had the position, just lost it on traction. Not very good. He could have easily had the position if he'd just been a bit more patient. He's got what have I just witnessed? The safety car has been deployed in Budapest, not Budapest, in Hungary. What on earth have I just witnessed? Waitinho, are you watching the stream? I suggest you do. What on earth? Oh, there might have been a collision there. What on earth am I seeing from the second Mercedes driver here? Vilzu pits Burgos. As expected, I think everyone's going to be pitting now as the medium runners have taken it long. Oh, Jericho, I did not see that. My god, Jericho taking a very wide line. Pit entry should not be an issue here. It's just stay right of the white line and that's it. Oh my god. Watching these pit entries is giving me anxiety. And where's... Oh no. Ah, the delta there has shafted Crystal, or he might have just disregarded it. Interesting. Crystal is not gonna like that at all. Wow, wow, wow. Action in the Hungaroring. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now, the mediums will go to the end of the race. Easy. So will the hards, obviously. But, wow, is all I need to say. I'm going to hold off on the accusations. I'm not going to comment on what happened. It is slightly amusing, however, but I've got some info to tell the Mercedes engineers, I know they're watching, Vilzu is on 100% ERS. I hope that was helpful. I do hope that was helpful. It is a ERO 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 currently. Good showing from the ERO members. Oh wait, sorry. I need to apologise. I've completely forgotten that Vilzu is also an ERO driver. So, oh, that's very poor from me. As the McLarens have double stacked. That is poor coordination from them too. Double stacking. I've completely forgotten that Vilzu is also an ERO driver. My apologies. We have more than half the grid probably are ERO drivers. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we include the managers and co-managers as well, then it is 7. But I completely forgot he was an ERO driver. That is my bad. I haven't seen him on the track for ERO in a while. That's my excuse. Safety car should be called in right about now. Vilzu's going to be leading the way. Both radically weaving the tyres. Let's check if they've got their tyres up to temperature. Vilzu is on... Jeez, I can't see that. 79. Okay, that's not what we have to focus on. Vilzu's up into 4th gear. He's ready to go. The Haas is taking a wide line, trying to get the straight line speed. Vilzu's gone now. Vilzu has not been caught off. Jericho's not been caught off. Jericho using all of that ERS. He's looking to get past as soon as possible with a diabolical dive bomb through turn 1, and he makes it work. How on earth has that happened? Jericho now goes into P1 of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Crystal looking to follow it with side by side with Vilzu through turn 2. Through turn 3 they go. Crystal nearly loses the car. Oh my god, Crystal was on the limits there, and Jericho making a move completely unexpectedly. Oh my god, let Jericho Balgos cook right now. We may see that in the steward's office again. I'm not too sure, but at least I'm not steward in this race. That's all I have to say. But Jericho is now into the lead of the race. Everyone else has not moved positions since I've last seen. Marty might go for the move on Liam. There's a McLaren going for a move there. Bo try and get on Robson. Getting oh so close to the rear of that, the Italian flagged rear Alfa Romeo. Bo is very close to it, as Jericho now has the fastest lap. Bo is going to probably go for the move, but they're both using ERS. There's going to be a move from Marty around the outside of Liam into turn 1. Liam trying to defend the outside of the position. They lock wheels. Marty demanding space from Liam. Liam not trying to give it. There was space though, but Liam decides to live to fight another day. As Marty is on the mediums, Crystal and Snoken. I think Crystal's let Snoken through, I'm guessing. Snoken saving up all of that ERS. Smart from the Swedishman. The front two have completely destroyed everyone else as they are pulling away, but they don't have much ERS to play with if Otto catches up. But then again, he's going to have to use that ERS to catch up. Crystal will have to serve his drive-through soon. And there he goes. Jericho Balgos with a 118 dead on. He is extending his gap to Vilzu. Have they? Okay, no, they haven't. Okay, I thought they boxed Crystal not to do the drive-through, but there's fighting going on here. I think Bo has finally got past Robson now. Vilzu is out of the DRS range. Okay, I'm back now, and gaps are beginning to form 1 second and over, except from Marty and Susie. There's a big train of cars led by Liam on hards, and everyone that rhymed unintentionally. There's a big train of cars led by 2 hard runners. The only 2 hard runners on the grid right now, and that's not what you want to see. That's not ideal, because the mediums, like I discussed at the start of the race, is way quicker. They are way quicker than the hards. But if we're looking back on that move from Jericho Balgos, I mean, wow, I mean, legal it may have been. Gonna have to look that one back, to be honest, to see if it was. But the element of surprise there was really what caught Vilzu off, in my opinion. And it had to. That was pretty much the only way Jericho could get past the element of surprise. Marty is still chasing down Theo Smith. Marty with much more battery deployment. I think Marty, most of this race has been smart with his ERS not using. Oh, is there a side-by-side action? Libino and Liam. Oh, there's a McLaren going a bit of oversteer on the exit. Libino trying to go through it down the inside of turn 2. Liam brakes later. Libino nearly understeering into the back tyre of Liam. The pace on the hards is really dropping off as Libino is really catching up on the run down to turn 4. But Libino had to let off the throttle because he's a smart driver, he doesn't want to overtake there. Now Bo catching up. Will Bo dive it down into 6 and 7? No, he won't. Obviously. Only a crazy man would do that. And then again, we have seen a bit of crazy this race. It is definitely not disappointed, but Bo is right on the rear, that Ferrari rear wing, with more battery deployment, and he knows that. He's seeing the flashing light of Libino. Oh, Liam nearly got, I couldn't speak there. Liam nearly spun, having a massive moment of oversteer. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth as Bo has squeezed them off. Liam got them mixed up again. Liam defending the inside line. Now Bo's going to get the straight line speed. Oh, Bo's in the wall. Okay, and Marty is going down the inside of Susie and he gets the move done. They're still fighting down here as Robson trying to go down the inside of Captain Emre, and it has worked. Bo in a wall there. My word, that was very, very interesting, let's say. I think there was a collision between Bo and Liam. I think maybe the steward's office is going to be a bit busy tonight. There's just this pack of 4 cars separated by like barely a second. From Libano down to Captain Emery. The host has left the session. Let's hope that doesn't desync us now. Vilzu still crucially close to the DRS range. There's yellow flags in sector 3. That is Libano has lost it. I'll see if there was contact or not. I did not see the incident. Now the pack of 4 turns into a pack of 3 cars now. I think Liam and Libano have just been caught on the wrong strategy and the wrong time. Because if they were on the right strategy and everyone else was on the hards and these two were on the mediums, then you would see them a lot higher up on the grid. Bo is now in the pits. Possibly a fastest lap attempt on softs, yeah. Might get beaten later, who knows. No real close gaps apart from Robson and Liam. Robson is right on the back of that Aston Martin. Robson backing off, I think he's waiting for that main straight. We have 10 laps remaining of the Hungarian Grand Prix. It has not failed to disappoint, but we have plenty of action left to spare. Whether that be at the front, the middle or the back of the field. Robson looking for a move, Liam's defending the inside line. Robson going around the outside. Can he make the move work? They're both drag racing down into turn 2. Robson's got the inside line. Banging wheels and Robson's round. Robson is round. That's another incident for the reports. Now can Captain Emery get past Liam? Not much happening again right now. Emery can't make the move on Liam. Liam goes incredibly wide, so never mind what I just said. Maybe Emery gonna go around the outside of turn 2. Liam having the inside line, usually the better line through here. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. But they get away with it. Thought Emery was going to go for a move there. But those hard tyres are just not working. I need to... don't know why I don't have that on. As Bo sets the fastest lap with a 1:17.6. Probably hard to beat for Jericho. Oh, as there is a Red Bull very close. Marty is very close to Otto's Aston Martin. Emery's going to go for a move on Liam. Liam's gonna brake deep into the corner. Emery gonna look for a switchback. Is not the switchback. It's not on. Fail to get the better traction. Emery still hunting down Liam Cross. This is the battle to watch on the grid. We have just under, no, 6 laps to go of this Grand Prix. Emery is side by side with Liam once more. Liam gonna look, go! Emery with some oversteer. I'm not sure if, I don't think there was contact there, but he has sent into a spin. The next battle to watch is Robson versus Libanow. Ferrari v Alfa Romeo. Both of these drivers could have had such a good race. Still nothing much going on in the race. Marty getting close again to Otto, or ERO Snowken. Still no moves to be made. Villzu's gaining the DRS on Jericho, the DRS gap. Not anymore. What I do want to say is Villzu doesn't necessarily have to win the Grand Prix remaining. I mean, he should have to win maybe 1 or 2, but if he can keep finishing P2, then it does look very good for his championship status. And I don't know whether he knows that or not. He probably does, so he doesn't want to do anything too risky. Villzu just looks like a very composed driver, so I'm going to interrupt myself as there's going to be a battle down further back. Marty flying past Snowken and getting a move done before the corner even happens. Marty goes a bit wide and Snowken knows that. Oh my god, Marty spinning into Otto, Otto slamming on the brakes in caution, and I didn't expect Marty to ghost there, to be honest. Normally they don't. I guess Otto gets lucky there, but oh my god, make the overtake and you spun right in front of him. That's not how you want to do it. A bit like Cameron and Liam earlier, Marty gets a 3-second time penalty. Wow, that was super close for Otto. He did get on the brakes quick. That was impressive reaction time, to be fair to him. Bo is going to pit once more, pretty much lapping himself. There's yellow flags. Robson has spun or crashed into Libano, one or the other. And now there is absolutely no battles to watch on the grid. Makes my job a bit harder. I think Bo is cohering to the blue flags very respectfully. That's what we love to see. Probably does want to space himself out a bit more because he is on the softs and he does not want to drive through the other drivers. That is a penalty. But I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think the mediums are capable of setting the fastest lap compared to who has them on softs, and Bo's going to improve on it again, it seems. So I think the fastest lap point is out of the question for Jericho or Vilzu or anyone else for that matter, because only Bo is on the softs. Libano has caught up to Liam again. Oh, wow, that was a power slide from Libano. He caught that nicely. Lap 33 of the race. We're going to be starting the penultimate lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix very shortly. Will Otto keep this podium position disregarding his... That's not the word I wanted to say, but will he keep the podium even with that 3-second time penalty? So far Susie is exactly 3 seconds behind. Otto's going to have to get a move on in the last 2 laps. But Susie is fighting. He has got virtually no ERS. He is under pressure from the Red Bull of Marty. Libano is very close to Liam now. Guess those hards just have not worked at all. But we are starting the final lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix. I can't find who I wanted. There it is. Marty is too far back for the move, so we're going to stay on board with the front 2. It's just a scramble to the finish line. Let's see if anyone will crack under the pressure. I don't believe they will, so they are experienced drivers, they know what they're doing. Jericho around the final sector 2. That's not what I wanted to say. Great job again. Jericho around the final sector for the last time this race. Gonna come around the final corner now. Jericho Balgos, the Northern Irishman, takes the win at the Hungaroring, his fourth win in a row in ERO PS F2. Vilzu comes second. Otto will keep the third position. There are your podium finishers. Massive congratulations to Jericho Balgos, fourth win in a row. His title charge is looking further and further on. Snoken keeping third place, Susie in fourth, good job from him. Marty in fifth. Liam managed to keep the position from Libano in seventh, Captain Emery in eighth, Robson in ninth. ERO Crystal, he is on his fastest lap attempt. Let's see if he gets it. Round in the final corner now. Let's see if he beats Bo's 1:17.0. Crystal does beat it, and that is your F2 Hungarian Grand Prix. Wow, that was very entertaining for some parts of the race. That's going to be a hard choice for driver of the day, because it's becoming a repetitive theme for the last 4 races that naturally we're going to pick Jericho Balgos. I think we're going to give it to him again, because I mean, that dive bomb was just incredible. Will it get reported or not? We'll see. It seems that we always invite these top 2 for an interview. They can't get off the podium, as Crystal did do a 16.7. That's a qualifying style lap, but Jericho wins the race, 25 points for him. Vilzu taking second place, and Snoken third, rounding up the podium. I already did this, I don't know why I'm doing it again. Let's ask them for interviews. Can ask Jericho, Vilzu, and Otto. Okay, 2 of the drivers have agreed. Let me get them in the party. ERO Snoken and Jericho Balgos. Add them to the party. I don't know if Vilz is joining us. Don't think he will be joining us, so also, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think I'm gonna wait for Jericho, but if he doesn't join in time, then I'll just start without him.
Wait, who?
Jericho. Oh, there he is. Jericho, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I don't think Vils is joining us, so I'm gonna start with Otto. Was it a quiet race for you? I didn't really see much going on. Did you expect the podium?
Yeah.
You did expect it?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
like
there wasn't
that.
a lot of people turning up. It
Yeah.
was quite sad, but... And it was a quiet race. You know, some and Liam backed up some drivers, and I catch up to them. But when, after the safety car, when Crystal got drive through and I went into P3, I was just chilling in P3. And I mean, Marty was quite fast behind me, but he also spun right when he got past me. So, yeah.
Yeah, I did see that, and I did see you use the brakes as soon as he spun, but he ghosted anyway. That was quite funny to watch, actually. Is Vilzu he's not going to join us. Okay, Jericho, I've got one thing to say. That dive bomb in turn 1 was absolutely disgusting.
Oh man, you don't understand,
That
bro.
dive bomb into turn 1 was ridiculous.
You know what? I broke so late, and I felt, and I saw his arrow trying to switch back me. And I parked it so hard on the curves, so he could have switched back to me. And I was like, "Let's go," because I knew at that point it was like, it's now or never. This is the closest I'm going to get to Vilzu, or else I'll be stuck in his DRS for the rest of the race. So it's like, I have to go for it right now. And I was like, in the middle, because he defended middle of the track, so I was like, so I go outside or inside, outside or inside, and then before the braking zone, he like turned left a bit. I was like, I am going for it. I just like slammed on the brakes so hard.
It was very that move. I mean, oh my god.
I need to watch it back. I need to watch that.
Yeah, I'm so happy I caught that on stream as well, because I just didn't know what to say. That was ridiculous. I think Vilzu tried to turn in, but he had to turn out again, and I don't know if he's going to report that. I don't know if he will. I don't think he will.
Nah, there's no way.
But, yeah, on the hards, I mean, Vilzu is quicker than you, or
I don't know. For some reason, again, like Singapore, I struggled with the first 4 or 5 laps. But then I started to, once I got in the groove a bit, I think my only problem was I had Bo behind me, so I really wanted to stay ahead of him, because he attacked me at one point, so I kind of had to defend against him, so I lost a bit of time. But I think my plan was to keep Bo behind me, because I wanted to keep the race between me and Vilzu and not have a car in between us. But yeah, I don't know, I again struggled in the dirty air, and I think Vilzu realized that when I passed him, and then when we were on the medium stint. But yeah, I don't know. I really struggled a lot in the first couple laps. Because you could see me burn so much ERS. I was like to Bashi, yo, how much ERS does Bashi have? He's like 70, and I've got 20. I'm like, what the heck? But yeah, I was a struggle in the hard stint at the start, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think, if my maths are correct, don't trust me on my maths because they are terrible, but I think you are 32 points behind now.
Yes, we are 32. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is round 13 from next week out of 17, and I think the championship fight is still on. How are you feeling about it?
I think it is. If I keep winning, he goes second. If we go 1-2 and it's just 7 points and no one gets a fastest lap or a pole position, at this rate, I could win it at this rate. So I don't know. We're still 5 races to go. 5 45-minute races, a lot of quality time, and a lot of prep. So I think it's just gonna keep my head down. I've got the momentum, so I'm looking forward. Got Imola next. I like the track, so I think it's just I need to get a bit of luck on my side, and I think I deserve it after the start of the season and last season,
yeah.
And the season before that. So yeah.
But I think I'm gonna actually. Otto, how do you feel about Imola? Do you like the track?
I haven't raced there a lot, but when I do it like in career mode and stuff, I quite like it. Okay,
that's good to hear. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream off. Obviously, tomorrow on Sunday it is ERO PS F1 at 4 o'clock UK time, and ERO PS F1, the big lads, at 6 o'clock UK time. Be sure to watch that. If you like the stream today, like the video, subscribe, join the Discord. You get to take part in these races, talk to the drivers, do all of that goodness, and well, that's pretty much it. I'm going to end the stream. Bye bye everyone, thank you for watching.